Catherine II, commonly known as Catherine the Great, reigned as Empress of Russia from 1762 until her death in 1796, a period marked by significant expansion, modernization, and cultural flourishing. Born Sophie of Anhalt-Zerbst in Stettin, Prussia, now Szczecin, Poland, on May 2, 1729, her early life was far from destined for imperial grandeur. Her father, Prince Christian of Anhalt-Zerbst, was a minor German nobleman, and her mother, Princess Johanna Elisabeth of Holstein-Gottorp, was a distant relative of the ruling Romanov dynasty. Sophie's early education was provided by private tutors, focusing on languages, history, philosophy, and music, demonstrating an intellectual curiosity that would characterize her later reign. In 1744, she caught the attention of Empress Elizabeth of Russia, who was searching for a suitable bride for her nephew, Grand Duke Peter, the heir apparent to the Russian throne. Sophie's German ancestry and Protestant upbringing initially presented challenges, but her intelligence, charm, and willingness to convert to the Russian Orthodox faith ultimately secured her the invitation to Russia. She arrived in Russia in December 1744, adopting the name Ekaterina, Catherine, and immersing herself in the Russian language and culture. The Russian court was rife with intrigue and power struggles, and Catherine quickly learned to navigate the complex political landscape. Her marriage to Peter III in 1745 proved to be deeply unhappy. Peter was eccentric, unpopular, and openly hostile towards Russia's alliance with Austria-Ungarn. Peter's pro-Prussian sentiments and public criticism of Russia's recent military successes alienated him from the Russian elite and army officers. Catherine, recognizing the precariousness of her position and the potential for a coup, meticulously cultivated alliances with influential figures in the military and government. These included Grigory Orlov and his brothers, who provided her with crucial support and protection. In 1762, while Peter was away campaigning against Prussia, Catherine and her allies staged a coup d'etat, deposing and subsequently assassinating him. Catherine ascended to the throne as Empress of Russia, proclaiming her commitment to the welfare of the Russian people and promising to uphold the principles of enlightened absolutism. She immediately launched a series of reforms aimed at modernizing Russia's legal system, improving education, and promoting economic development. The nakaz, a set of instructions inspired by Enlightenment thinkers like Montesquieu and Beccaria, outlined Catherine's vision for a just and equitable legal code. However, the implementation of the nakaz proved challenging, and the reforms were often compromised by the realities of Russian bureaucracy and social hierarchies. One of Catherine's most significant achievements was the expansion of the Russian Empire through a series of successful wars and diplomatic maneuvers. The Russo-Turkish Wars of 1768 to 1774 and 1787 to 1792 resulted in the annexation of Crimea, the Black Sea coast, and territories in the Caucasus. The partitions of Poland 1772, 1793, and 1795 dramatically increased Russia's territory and cemented its role as a major European power, though also sparking international condemnation. Catherine's reign witnessed the flowering of arts and culture, earning her the epithet Catherine the Great. She was a patron of the arts, establishing the Imperial Theatre and supporting numerous artists, composers, and writers. Her court became a center of intellectual and artistic ferment, attracting leading figures from across Europe. Denis Diderot, The French philosopher and co-editor of the Encyclopédie was a frequent guest at her court and a close confidant. Catherine's personal life was complex and marked by numerous romantic relationships, most notably with Grigory Potemkin, a charismatic military leader and statesman. Potemkin played a pivotal role in Russia's expansionist policies and the modernization of the army, though his extravagant lifestyle and political influence sometimes attracted criticism. The Pugachev Rebellion, 1773 to 1775. A massive peasant uprising led by Emelian Pugachev challenged Catherine's authority and exposed deep-seated social tensions within Russia. The rebellion highlighted the brutal conditions of serfdom and the widespread discontent among the peasantry. Catherine's response to the rebellion was decisive, suppressing the uprising with force and strengthening the system of serfdom. The Pugachev Rebellion profoundly impacted Catherine's policies, reinforcing her belief in the necessity of strong central authority and the importance of maintaining social order. The French Revolution, beginning in 1789, had a significant impact on Catherine's thinking, leading her to adopt a more conservative stance and to view revolutionary ideas with suspicion. She formed a coalition with Austria and Prussia to suppress the revolutionary movement in France, fearing its potential to destabilize Europe. In her later years, Catherine focused on consolidating her power and ensuring the succession of her son, Paul, though she harbored doubts about his capabilities. Paul's rigid personality and military views contrasted sharply with Catherine's more liberal and adaptable style of governance. Catherine died unexpectedly on November 17, 1796, after suffering a stroke, bringing an end to a remarkable reign that transformed Russia into a major European power. Her legacy remains complex and enduring, marked by both significant achievements and troubling contradictions. She is remembered as a brilliant ruler, a patron of the arts, and an ambitious expansionist who indelibly shaped the course of Russian history.